Welcome to OET Answers.
Your preparation time is over. Now, you can start your speaking role play. Don't worry if I stop you when the time is up.
Good morning, and thank you for coming in today. I understand you've recently been diagnosed with acoustic neuroma. How are you feeling about that?
I'm really worried. I've noticed some hearing loss and ringing in my ear. I'm also a bit scared because I've been feeling dizzy and I don't know what's going to happen.
I can understand why you're concerned. It's always unsettling to hear a diagnosis like this. However, acoustic neuroma is a slow-growing, benign tumor, meaning it's not cancerous. It grows on the nerve that affects hearing and balance, but the fact that it's slow-growing gives us time to manage it properly. What's worrying you the most right now? Your hearing, balance, or something else?
The hearing loss is the scariest part. It's mainly in my right ear, and there's this constant ringing. I'm also starting to feel a bit dizzy, but it's not as bad as the hearing loss.
I see. It's important to know that these symptoms, hearing loss, tinnitus, which is the ringing sound, and dizziness, are common with acoustic neuroma. You mentioned it's mainly in one ear. When did the symptoms start, and have they gotten worse over time?
I think it started about 6 months ago. Just a little ringing at first. But then I noticed I couldn't hear as well in my right ear, and now the dizziness has started more recently.
Thank you for sharing that. The fact that the symptoms have been progressing slowly is consistent with this type of tumor. Fortunately, the slow growth means that we have time to explore treatment options without rushing. Can I ask if there's any family history of hearing problems or other neurological issues?
No, there's no history in my family, but I did work in a noisy environment for a few years. Could that be part of it?
Yes. Exposure to loud noises over time can contribute to hearing problems, including acoustic neuroma. Even if there's no family history, it's possible that the noise exposure played a role. Now, there are several options we can explore in terms of treatment. Has your doctor mentioned any yet?
They mentioned monitoring and possibly surgery, but I'm not sure what to do. Surgery sounds scary.
That's a valid concern. Let me break down the options for you. The first approach, if the tumor is small and your symptoms aren't severe, is watchful waiting, where we regularly monitor the tumor with MRI scans to see if it's growing. This is a good option if the tumor isn't causing significant issues right now. If it does grow or your symptoms get worse, radiation therapy is another option. This can shrink or stop the growth of the tumor without surgery. Surgery is usually the last resort, especially if the tumor is larger or causing serious symptoms, but it does come with higher risks, including more potential impact on your hearing. How do you feel about these options so far?
I like the idea of monitoring it for now, but I'm still nervous about it getting worse. What if I lose more hearing?
That's an understandable concern. Hearing loss can progress, but because we're catching this early, we can closely monitor the situation. In some cases, patients experience only mild further hearing loss, and there are always options like hearing aids to help if needed. Would you prefer to avoid surgery if possible?
Yes, I'd rather avoid surgery if I can. I'm also worried about the dizziness getting worse.
Absolutely. For balance issues, there's something called vestibular therapy, which is a type of physical therapy to help improve balance and reduce dizziness. Many patients find it very helpful. Meanwhile, there are also some simple exercises you can do at home to maintain your balance.
Vestibular therapy sounds like a good idea. Are there things I can do now to help protect my hearing?
Definitely. I recommend avoiding loud environments as much as possible, as further exposure to loud noise could aggravate your symptoms. Wearing ear protection when needed is also important. Regular hearing checkups will help us keep track of any changes, and we'll be monitoring your progress closely.
That sounds like a good plan. I'm feeling a bit better about it now.
I'm glad to hear that. The key takeaway is that early diagnosis gives us the advantage of more treatment options and time to plan carefully. We'll continue with regular monitoring and explore the right options for you as things progress. You're not alone in this, and we'll support you every step of the way.
Thanks. I really appreciate that.
You're very welcome. If you have any more questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help guide you through this.
That is the end of your speaking role play. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this. Kindly comment your suggestions and help us to do better.